This is Captain Ross with 3B's Captain School. In this video, we're going to cover navigation rules of the road, rules 16 through 18. Rules 16, 17, and 18. For these rules, our objectives, we want to state what a give-way vessel should do, what a stand-on vessel should do, when a stand-on vessel may take action to avoid collision by her maneuver alone, state when a stand-on vessel shall take action to avoid collision, and state what a stand-on vessel should not do when action is necessary to avoid collision. Action by give-way vessel, Rule 16. The designated give-way vessel shall take early and substantial action to keep clear. You want to telegraph your intentions to the other vessel. Inland rules allow you to make passing arrangements via radio. So you can call another vessel up on inland rules and have a conversation about how you want to maneuver so that you don't have close quarter situations or risk collision. So, give-way vessel, the designated give-way vessel shall take early and substantial action. It's the same kind of verbiage they used in avoiding a collision earlier in the rules. 17, Rule 17, stand-on vessel. When one vessel is required to give way, we just covered the give-way vessel, the other shall hold course and speed. Subject to Rule 8, which indicates that to avoid a collision, the stand-on vessel may do otherwise. The stand-on vessel may take action to avoid a collision as soon as it is apparent that the give-way vessel is not taking proper action. So you may take action. So stand-on vessel, you're supposed to maintain your course and speed. You may take action to avoid collision when it's apparent that the give-way vessel is not taking action. When the vessels are so close that action by the give-way vessel alone will not avoid a collision, the other vessel must act. So you're the stand-on, maintain course and speed. You may take action when it's apparent the other vessel is not taking the proper action. You must take action when action by that give-way vessel alone will not avoid a collision or prevent a collision at sea. And then in taking action to avoid collision, the stand-on vessel should not turn to port when the give-way vessel is on her port side. So in a crossing situation, you're going to look off your port side and see a vessel crossing. They're the give-way vessel. They're not taking action. You may take action, but you can't turn to port because that turns you towards them. And if you turn towards them and then at the last minute they turn to starboard like they were supposed to earlier, you're going to put yourself in a head-on situation or a close quarter situation. Even when they're coming to starboard and taking action, if you can tell that that action alone is not going to prevent a collision, then you have to take some kind of action. You have to turn to starboard, but take action. And when you take that action again, don't turn to port. Okay, Rule 18. This is the hierarchy rule or responsibilities between vessels rule. So power-driven vessels we just talked about with the crossing situation and head-on situation. There's other categories of vessels. The first is not under command. Remember from the definitions, some exceptional circumstance, the vessel cannot maneuver as required by the rules. RAM, restricted inability to maneuver. Remember from the definitions, a restricted inability to maneuver is a vessel that because of the work they're doing, a dredge, a buoy tender, they can't maneuver as required by the rules. International only, constrained by draft. That's pretty self-explanatory. Fishing includes trawling, long lining, any fishing that restricts the fishing vessel's ability to maneuver as required by the rules. It does not include trolling. So if you have a rod and reel and you're trolling for striped bass Chesapeake Bay, you don't get to claim yourself as a fishing vessel under Rule 18. Sailing, this is a sailing vessel under sail only, not under machinery power. If you're operating machinery power and sailing, you're a power boat. Power boat's next, and then a seaplane, and then a wig. And a wig is just, it looks like a seaplane You probably won't run into one of those. It's a wing and ground craft. So we use this little memory mnemonic to help us remember the responsibilities between vessels. New, reels catch fish, so purchase some Wednesday. None under command, restricted ability to maneuver, constrained by draft, fishing vessels, sailing vessels, power-driven boats, seaplanes, and wigs. So what this means, if I'm in a power-driven vessel and I have a not under command vessel crossing my bow or crossing in front of me off my starboard side, and they're going to cross in front of me and there's a risk of collision, it's not a crossing situation. I'm going to give way. If he's off my port side, I'm going to give way. If he's off my starboard side, I'm going to give way. Pretty much no matter the situation. The only time the not under command, ram, constrained by draft, fishing, or sailing vessels are required to keep clear or stay out of the way of a power-driven boat is if they are overtaking the power boat. So if you're not under command, you have priority over rams, CBDs, fishing, sailing, power, seaplanes, and wigs. If you're a fishing vessel, you have to give way to not under command, ram, constrained by draft, but not to sailing, powerboats, seaplanes, or wigs. So that's like a hierarchy between vessels there. This concludes this video on navigation rules of the road, rules 16, 17, and 18. Please check our YouTube library for our other videos.